Welcome back to the channel. Today we are heading out 3 hours away from home. We are going to be picking up my 1967 Ford pickup. I have had this many years. I'm the second owner of this vehicle and it has been parked for 25 years. We're going to see if we can get it going, fire it up and pull it onto the trailer. I'm not going to attempt to drive this home as the tires are quite old and definitely wouldn't make it. And I'm not going to throw tires on it just to get it home because the truck's getting a full rebuild and won't be running 15-inch rims anymore. But that's what we're up to today. Job one, get there and see if we can get it going. Let's go. All right, so this is where it's been parked for many years. We did pull it out last year so I could pull the box off of it, but I just dragged it out and we pushed it back in as I was working on the box last winter. So now we're going to try to work on the main truck itself. So let's see if we can get this open. Well, we'll have to work on that. There's a little stuff in the way, but you can see there is the truck. Very dirty. So here is the box for the truck. This is the proper short box for it. I worked on this last winter. Added some custom touches to it here and there, some mild stuff. The big thing was the whole floor has been lifted here 9 inches. And the wheel wells were lifted, everything was pushed up 9 inches because I have a fairly large kick in here. And the kick, of course, is so that we can kick the frame and lay this thing right out. Got a much nicer back bumper on it, not that big diamond plate style farmer bumper. And wood floor that I built for it with stainless strips. And the whole floor actually flips up and there's like a, I guess you could call it your luggage compartment, front and back of the kick in here. So you can put stuff in here and take it on trips and whatnot, and it's just really a trunk, right? We pulled the truck into this other garage, so that's where we can work on it, see if we can get it going. So under the hood here, we've got a 351 Windsor that I put in it. Mild build, nice SVO 351 cam. With some headers on it, a few little mild internals on it, aluminum intake, Edelbrock carb, backed by a Ford AOD transmission, 370 gears, 9-inch. This thing was, back in the day, it was a pretty decent contender power-wise. By today's standards, yeah, not so much. It still would sound really good though. But we're gonna, when we do get to the engine on this one and build in the build, which we're not gonna be doing for quite a while, but I do already have the new engine for it, which is a Coyote, and we do have a Raptor R supercharger for it, the 2.65 liter Eaton. So that will eventually be going in here. This box that's on it is just the one off of, excuse me, the truck box trailer that is currently outside there. As I took my good box and rebuilt it there, like I said, last winter. And yeah, this came with the trailer. This thing is in real bad shape, this box. You can see it's got some speed inhibiting, let's make it quicker, rust holes in it here. These make it go faster, weight reduction. So yeah, when we do take this out of here, if we do get it running, either if we do or don't, we're gonna get this box off of here. We're gonna leave it out here, and we'll swap it back on in the future to its truck box trailer, and then we'll put that box back on here. The idea for this winter is I want to get this home, and we're going to shorten the frame, and we're going to put the kick in, and we're going to put the triangulated 4-link in it and airbags. So if I could get the rear end of it done this winter, that would be nice. That's the goal. Who knows if we're going to get there or not, but we'll see. Interior here, I had some Daytona bucket seats in it. Console all faded out. It was red though, nice bright red. And you can see I had component speakers in the door panels, custom door panels. Yeah, we won't run those anymore. And in the center here, this is actually a bandpass box. I had a 12-inch sub in the bandpass here, and this is the port. So in this little truck cab, this 12-inch bandpass, this thing, I'll tell you what, like you could see through time when that bass hit. Woo-wee! It was awesome. So what we're gonna get into now, we have a old battery in this. I did not remember leaving one in here, but like I say, it's been a long time since this ran. So we are going to pitch this old battery, and I brought one that I wasn't sure if this thing, if I had swapped it over to side post or if it still had top or what. So I brought this one out of my Mustang, which it's got the side post, and then it's got like the top post things as well. So if it had the other style, I figured that would work both ways. So we will remove those, and then we'll toss it in here to see if we can get it to crank. One other thing that has to be done before we can even try to fire it up, and I remembered this from last time, is this oil sending unit here actually broke off. You can see there's a bolt jammed in there just to try to keep it from gushing oil out. So I'm going to pull that bolt out, and we'll use some easy outs and see if we can't extract the old broken out chunk for the sending unit. I did bring another one from 302 that we're building, and if I can get it out, I'll just thread that one in. So that'll probably be the plan A, try to extract that, then we'll work on the battery. All right, so the easy out made short work of the broken off part. There it is. It was brass. That's why it broke, I guess. Not strong enough. This is an OEM style one. This thing is like cast iron. You're not gonna break this thing. This is nice and beefy. So I'm gonna thread this guy in and then put the oil sender into it. Sad oil pressure noises. Well, if we can get it running, we will not have an oil pressure gauge, as this is what runs the gauge, and this is what fits the pipe. So we got a smaller fine thread and a coarse thread larger. So we're just gonna have to thread this one that was on the pipe back in just to keep it from pouring out again, if we can get it to run. But we will thread this guy on instead, and we'll have to worry about that at another date. Oil pressure sender, wrong one, is bolted in. So with that, I threw this other battery in here. We should see if it's got any oil in it. Yeah, looks like it does. Okay, well that's good. Let's have a look inside here. No interior light. I don't know about that. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Ha! Okay, so we do have power in here. That's good. Let's give her a little twist here and see if it... oh, we got a light over here too. That's the e-brake light. I remember that always would come on when you'd turn the key like that. We'll give her a little twist here and see if it has any action or not, as far as just cranking is concerned. Okay, it cranks. That's good. Now, I should, if I was smart, I would pull the carb off and go through it, because it's been sitting forever. So who knows? It's probably full of all kinds of mutants. But I might just want to try to throw a little bit of fuel down there and see if it's going to fire off or not. I don't know if we have spark or anything, but I'm going to grab some gas and we'll give it a shot. Manual choke. So, come in here. Guess that's it. Didn't move far. I don't remember how far it moves though. You have a look here and see if it looks like it's choked. And it does not. Well, that's interesting. Why is that not hooked up? Strange. Gas pedal is not hooked. Why would that be? Unhooked at the firewall yet. Well, I can't do that with one hand, so I'll set it down for a sec. All right, hook the throttle arm back up. Again, I have no idea why that would have been unhooked, but it was. So hook that up, and got a little shot of fuel here. I was able to get the choke on. It was just tight. If I can find some WD, we'll lube her up, see if that makes things smooth, a little smoother. I'm gonna give her a little drink of fuel there. Is that enough? Probably not. I just want to see if it'll even give a little cough or anything, you know. Let's see what happens. Oh, she'll go. I think she just needs a little more fuel. So, I am going to grab my fuel cell here. Here's my fuel cell. And originally these trucks have a gas tank behind the seat. And I do remember this was giving me grief. And when it was parked the last time, we pulled the tank after that and we tried to clean it out, put it back in, and somehow it was still plugged. Could not get that. But I'm going to hook up this fuel cell to the fuel pump here, and we'll put some gas in this guy, and we'll see. Hopefully the fuel pump is still alive on this. I know I've had many a time where a car, just from sitting, the fuel eats the diaphragm out of the pump and it's no longer any good. So I see I do have an old bottle of Stable in here. And I don't know, was the whole thing put in there? How long is this stuff good for? I think it says 2 years. Well, add a 5 to that. That's what they mean, right? Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's get some fuel in this guy. We'll install him, throw a hose in there, and we'll see if we can get the fuel pumping up. See if that works. All right, what we're gonna do now, let's see if this thing will hit off or not. Going to grab another little cap of fuel here. Toss that in. I have my fuel cell hooked up. We got it choked. See if we can hit off or not. You know what? Let's just put a lot more in. That's way too much. I feel like we're so close. A little more fuel, maybe? I feel like it's possibly flooded. I don't think we're getting fuel though up here yet from the fuel cell. No, definitely nothing there if it is going to come around. That's a little bit better splash. Well, this might be where I say it is time to probably pull the carb and open it up, because we're not getting too far here. I feel like we're close, but not there. We could get some fuel going in the carb, we might be somewhere. Like I say though, I should probably just pull the carb apart now. I keep feeling like we're this close though. It's gonna go. I probably should just stop. A few more times in. Shut it off, stop for now. You can hear the battery's getting low. So I'll put the battery on the charger, see if I can find one. Hopefully there's one around here. If not, I do have my booster pack. But I am going to pull that carb off and pull it apart. We'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back. I did not pull the carb apart yet, as I was thinking about it, and I'm like, why don't I try filling the bowls? So I filled the bowls, got another little gas thing I can chuck in if it stays running long enough. We'll see. definitely what it likes. Makes sense. But we're still not getting anything from the pump. So we're going to fill the holes again, and then we're going to take the fuel line off of the car to see if I can feel anything coming. If there's any suction or anything, you know, any push of air, anything like that whatsoever. Definitely not getting any action here. The fuel filter is bone dry. So I don't know if it just hasn't sucked it up enough. I'm not so convinced. I'm thinking that the pump is probably not pumping. Sometimes if you can get it running though long enough, it'll eventually just pull fuel after it comes around a bit. I'm going to see if I can find something a little bit bigger than that little cap, because then I can keep it running a little longer. Be back in a moment. Now we're talking. All right. Let's see if we can keep it going a little bit longer. that's going to do it for tonight. As you can see, it's 11:68 out, possibly later. It's quite late. The truck runs well. The only issue is no fuel. It's not getting any fuel whatsoever. So it's going to need probably an electric pump, or if I could source a manual one out here, chances are probably can't, but we'll see tomorrow if maybe we can get an electric. So we'll see you then. It's a new day. I've called around. Their fuel pumps that are available locally are, well, and I say locally, it would still be an hour and a half of driving minimum to get said fuel pumps. They are way too much for what we want to do here. I've ordered one. It'll be at my house tomorrow, so 3 hours away from here. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to build a fuel system. In that, what we're going to do here is, first things first, I'm going to try to make sure that I have got fuel on the pump, so to speak, on the diaphragm of it. It doesn't seem to want to suck, but I know sometimes those things, if you can get it wet, it'll like get working. So I'm going to build a little unit here out of a bottle, and I'm going to have it like a gravity feed kind of into the pump and see if I can get any action happening that way. And if that doesn't work, then I have a plan for another type of bottle system to make it work. So that's job one. Going to build this little fuel pump come around tool, see if it works. Worth a shot, right? It's not going to cost anything. Let's go. Okay, I filled the bowls, and we've got our makeshift fuel system here. And I'm going to tip the bottle up and run it for a bit and just see if anything happens. Worth a shot. That actually worked. Runs like a Swiss watch. Very nice, very smooth. I love it. Let's check if we have gears. Feels like we have brakes. Let's hope so. Oh yeah. Oh, I killed it. Went into reverse though, so that's great. I don't know. Let's clean up the tools and see if we can back it out. Next job, as I've backed it outside here, is to clean out the mice. They have gotten into the headliner and wrecked it. I'm going to remove that center screw and try to pull this all down, put a face mask on, of course, and then I had put like an underlay kind of insulation stuff up here many years ago up to the roof. So then I'm going to try to scrape all that stuff out of there, and then we'll blast it all out with air, the rest of everything. Well, with the interior cleaned up, I spent several hours on it. Much better. Very nice. Got all that headliner out of there and all the underlay nice and good. Now we are going to get this junk box off of here. I'm going to use the tractor and lift it off, and we're going to park it over beside my parts Merc. Let's get at it. I'll load it up, tied down. One might think that we were ready to go, but I don't know if you can hear it. I'll get a little closer for you. We got a leaking tire. Great. Great. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm going to see what I can find as far as like a plug kit to fix it. Woo! All right, got the tire fixed, was able to find a patch kit, which was good. So that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow will be the trek home and get it back home so we can get started on some work on it. Looking forward to it. It is the next day. We are all loaded up and ready to hit the road. It is incredibly windy out, but the sun has come out, so that's good. '67 is inside, parked, and ready to get some work done on it. So that's where we're going to end this one for today. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.